Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. I just wanted to come to you this morning with something that the Lord had given me. This morning as I was getting ready, I just started having some of these negative thoughts towards my body and what I wasn't, or at least what this voice was telling me that I wasn't, and I just started praying to God and just started entering into intimacy with the Father and just talking to Him about what was going on in my head, bringing it to the light. If you start having negative feelings about yourself, if you can bring those to the light, bring those to the Lord and ask Him what He says, you will have a lot better day. When they stay wrapped up in your mind, the enemy just has more and more time just to distort your thinking, distort your view towards yourself. And so that's what I was doing. And the Lord just kind of spoke really gently to my heart, and He said, if you will not entertain those thoughts, if you will choose not to listen to that voice, because here's the thing, that's not God's voice. God does not speak to us in terms of, you are not, oh gross, He doesn't assess your physical being. He looks at your heart. And so what He was asking me was just that if I would lay those thoughts down, if I would choose not to engage with them further, because a lot of times, especially when we're talking about looking in the mirror, a lot of times we can take one negative thought and we can entertain it for the whole rest of the day, possibly the rest of the week. And God was just saying, Megan, hand that to me. That's not my voice. And then He reminded me of this scripture in John 10 that says, so John 10:4 says, and when He putteth forth His own sheep, He goeth before them, and the sheep follow Him. For they know His voice, and a stranger they will not follow, but will flee from Him, for they know not the voice of a stranger. So even in your own mind, when you register that you have thoughts that are not from God, it is your job to flee mentally, to no longer engage in conversation, even mentally, with those thoughts. If it's not God's voice, it's not worth entertaining. Because if you'll entertain the enemy's voice or your own voice towards your body, what else will you entertain that voice in as well? So we oftentimes drive ourselves to our own destruction, and the enemy would love to destroy us as well. So that's why it's so important. Any thought, no matter how harmless it seems, I'm not talking about my full destiny here, I'm just talking about my body. It would seem harmless to entertain any negative thoughts towards that, but that's exactly how the enemy works. He starts with subtle things that he can start getting a voice into your life. So friends, if that's you this morning, I just encourage you to realign with the Good Shepherd's voice, with our Father's voice, and what is He speaking to you? So much more life, so much more love. He wants to speak truth into your heart today. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday, and I'll talk to you next time.